his account.
I'm pissed off.
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, you know, at first it was a thing of like, listen, if I tell the truth, then that's it, because it's the truth. Mm-hmm. Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that? It's the truth. And then it became a thing of like, oh, it's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see the truth.
What happened?
And all of this turned out to be a hoax orchestrated by Jussie. Paid the two men to beat him up, put a rope around his neck, pour him with bleach.
Wait, let me bring the judge in. Judge, good to see you. Welcome back. Let's talk about the legal side of this. From your perspective, all the time, all the effort, all the police resources, there's a lot in play here. This is not a small deal if he, in fact, these witnesses cooperating or telling the truth.
Absolutely. This is going to be a big problem for him because under Illinois law, making a false police report falls under the disorderly conduct statute, and it's a Class 4 felony, which, as you pointed out, exposes him to up to between 1 and 3 years in prison. What's going to be the deciding factor in that is, first of all, how much resource did he pull away? Chicago is not a town that can just afford to throw detectives in every direction. They're buried in crime over there. On top of that, there's an indication that he may have been charged, criminally charged and convicted of making false statements to the police before. Those things don't weigh in his favor. If those are true, I can see a judge coming down on him very hard if it turns out that these allegations are true. On top of that, if the mail fraud investigation, or it's not typically used as mail fraud because that requires usually a purchase of products, or lying to a federal officer, as we've seen in many recent political cases, they take that stuff seriously. If that bears fruit, then you're talking about up to 5 years in prison. So he's not in a very light situation right now if this turns out to be the fraud that it's looking like it is. And the red flags that came up at the beginning were clear to police officers. I assure you they were clear. I don't know why journalists
I had people
ignored
warning me
them.
on day one, be careful. You know,